Hi guys, welcome to Xperia Tips. I'm Dom and today we're going to go through how to use a Sony handset if you use a Mac computer at home. Now, believe me, I have heard it a million times. I'm due for an upgrade, so I just want to get the new iPhone, thanks. Okay, what particularly made you want to stick with the iPhone? Well, I've got a Mac at home, so, you know, they do that, you plug it in with the cloud, and so they sync. Yes, that's it. They sync. They synchronize. They keep in sync. Okay, so for some people that may be true. I mean, if they're really heavily invested in this Apple ecosystem that they've built up at home, then yeah, maybe they should stick with an iPhone. I mean, I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. But actually, with a lot of customers, they can actually still feel the benefits of switching over to a Sony handset and keep everything synced up with their Mac OS at home. But Dom, you know nothing about Macs because you're the Sony guy. Well, actually, my main computer is an iMac, and I actually also have a MacBook Pro. That's how I do all of the editing for the Xperia Tips videos. So, let me show you exactly how my Xperia handsets can talk beautifully to my Mac. Step 1, download Bridge for Mac from the Sony mobile website. Step 2, plug in your Xperia device. Then, when it comes up on screen saying, what do you want to use the USB for, just say transfer files. Step 3. Well, there is no step 3, that's just it. There's no mystery, there's no life hack, there's no techie workaround. To quote Apple, it just works. But let's have a closer look to see what you can actually do on here. Firstly, it will give you a breakdown of the space used up on your handset, and also it will tell you if your software is up to date. And then you just have two very simple choices. Do you want to manage your media, or do you want to manage your device? On the left-hand side here, you can actually see it says Browse iTunes, and if I click on that, it'll bring up all my iTunes library. Here, I can actually sync a whole bunch of tracks, albums, playlists, whatever I want really. I can do a similar sort of thing with my photos just by clicking Browse iPhoto. Here it will show me all of the photos that are on my computer, and I can pick my favourite ones and take them around with me on my handset just by syncing them over. I can even import photos from my Xperia device straight into iPhoto. But to be honest, my favourite thing is when I hit Browse Files on your Xperia device. This way I can actually pinpoint all the folders and all the files that are actually on my handset. I can just simply click and drag them over onto the desktop. Something that I don't believe that you can actually do with an iPhone. And then on the other side, you've got Manage Your Device. Now the first button there is for Xperia Transfer. I've already done a video on Xperia Transfer, so try finding that one if you want to find out more about how you can basically transfer everything from your old smartphone onto your new Xperia device. And then you've also got your backup and restore options just underneath that. So like I said, there's no mystery, there's no convoluted and complicated way of trying to hack Android to make it work with Apple. Just download Sony Bridge for Mac, plug in your device, and then just watch Android and Apple work in harmony. So if you're an iPhone user now, don't worry, nobody's perfect. And if you're due for your next upgrade and you think to yourself, I've just got to stick with iPhone just because I've got a Mac at home, then just pause and consider the possibilities. The Xperia X has an unbelievable 23 megapixel camera at the back. It's got a 13 megapixel wide angle selfie camera on it, which is fantastic in low level lighting. You can get 2 days of battery out of this thing with stamina mode, and the adaptive charging feature prevents you from overcharging the battery, so you'll get consistently amazing battery performance throughout the whole 2-year contract. Not to mention that you've got this beautiful new curvy sleek design. And you never know, you might even save some money by switching over to a Sony handset. So, hopefully that's given you a little bit of food for thought and maybe helped you with your consideration for your next handset. Don't forget to follow Xperia Tips on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also subscribe on YouTube. And I will see you next time for some more Xperia Tips.